how are you doing today?
All right.
Just, what does all right mean?
All right, I'm here.
Okay. All right, well, before we start this meeting, I do just want to say that everything that you say and that we discuss today is going to be completely confidential. The only time that I will break confidentiality is that if your safety or the safety of others is at risk.
What are we going to talk about?
Well, I do know that you had, I guess, some trouble at school.
I didn't even start that.
Uh,
It was a fight. Somebody hit me and I fought them back. Just because I didn't lose, they said it was an incident.
Okay, well, what happened that started this conflict?
We were just at this wrestling match, and I was with my friends, and there was a group of people, and they just started something with us, and I was trying to make it stop, and somebody hit me, and then I just turned around and took care of it, but because the other person couldn't fight, I'm the one that got in trouble and ended up, getting on probation, and then that's where everything started.
Okay, so have you talked to that person that you've gotten in a conflict with just to try and resolve what had happened and kind of clear up the air, or you just sort of left it?
No, sometimes it's hard for me to talk to people.
Okay, why would you say that it's hard for you to talk to people? What do you mean? Are you a shy person, or is there just you don't feel comfortable just opening up to people?
I'm just quiet. I just like to be quiet.
Okay. Well, do you have any interest that you do as kind of a stress reliever or anything?
At my aunt's house, sometimes I like to go outside, talk to my grandpa.
Oh, that's nice. Did you have a strong connection with your grandpa?
I did. I did have a strong connection, but he taught me how to garden, and so.
Oh, nice. What do you like to garden?
Squash is my favorite. I like zucchini and peas, but at my aunt's house, it's my favorite place. I don't get to garden as much as I want because I have a lot of things to do around the house.
Okay.
My aunt doesn't feel good.
Okay. What do you mean she doesn't feel good? Is there something going on with her? Is she?
She's in pain a lot, and so her medicine makes her sleepy most of the time. So
okay.
she said as long as I help her with the kids and stuff,
Okay.
I could stay there, but I really want to get my own place.
All right. Have you started looking into different jobs or talked to anybody about getting a job?
My probation officer talks to me
Mm-hmm.
about getting a job, but it's hard for me to talk to people,
okay.
Being quiet, and then I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So would you say that if you maybe talk to one of your school counselors and just said, hey, I'm interested in getting a job, or I'm interested in looking for a job, would you know anyone that I'm able to talk to, or would I be able to talk to you about just helping me get out there and working on a resume or something, just so you could take that first step into getting a job?
I want to get a job and save money, and I've thought about college a little bit, but I have to go home right after school so that I can take care of the kids.
Okay. So, do you know anyone else in your family or a close family friend that would be willing to help your aunt take care of the kids while you try and look for a job, or so you could have some time for yourself just to kind of de-stress from school and just have your own time?
I don't know. I could talk to my aunt, maybe maybe and see if I can't work something out with her,
Okay.
you know.
Alright, well, I think that's a good first step that you could try talking to her, just letting her know that you're interested in trying to find a job and that you're interested in applying for college, but that you also just want some time for yourself, and if it's possible, that you can maybe find like either a family friend or one of her friends that are able to talk or to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say would be kind of like a goal for you, or what would be your first step in trying to find a job or like start looking into colleges?
I don't know. Like, I think the application is first.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so for both the job and for going into college, there's an application process, and I'd be willing to help you with it. If like for our next session you could bring it in, I'd be willing to help you with that. Or you could talk to your school counselor, and she or he would probably be more than happy to help you filling out the application, and if there's anything that you needed help with, I'm sure that they would be able to do that for you.
Where would I, like, how am I supposed to get them? I have to go right home after school, like, I don't.
Would you be able to maybe ask your aunt to just give you probably like an hour after school or so, just so you could?
But I'd have to catch the bus, because I don't have, no way.
Okay, well, we could, I know that for Child Family Services, I know we offer different transportation that can possibly help you get from one place to the other, like, faster than taking the bus. So if you are interested in looking into the different transportation opportunities, I'd be glad to show you some of the different services that we offer.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so I know we have like a different service that will, not exactly a taxi service, but it'll pick you up from one place and it'll drop you off at the other within the time that you need, and it'll also give you enough time to get home in order to help take care of the kids.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds good.
Okay, well, would you, what else, besides not having time to go, would you say, would you have someone that could go and like you tell them what places you're interested in applying to for jobs and seeing if they'd be able to pick up an application for you, and at least getting you the application so you could fill it out, and then you'd have time to go and turn in the application?
I guess.
Okay, so if you're looking into jobs, what kind of jobs would you be looking into? Or what's a job that sort of sparks your interest?
I want a job, I need a job, but, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if, like, I moved into my aunt's house, and the agreement is I'm gonna take care of the kids.
Okay.
Like, she really doesn't feel good. So, like, it sounds good. Like, I need to get out of there. Like, I need to get my own place.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I've always had, like, a little interest in, like, wanting to go to college and, like, get to, like, do that.
Okay.
But it just feels like I can't not take care of the kids.
Okay, well, I mean, the well-being for the kids is one thing, but I mean, it's also about you. You need to be able to get that balance and make sure that you're having that kind of that independence, that you're able to provide for yourself, and that you're able to also take on responsibilities as well. So I think by being able to find a job and showing your aunt, like, hey, I'm wanting to start gaining my own independence. I want to start making my own money, making a living. I will be able to help the kids, but I'm not going to be able to do that all the time if I'm wanting to be more independent. So I think by also talking to your aunt and telling her what your situation is, saying, I want to start getting a job, I want to start earning money so I could take care of myself, and maybe I could also start providing for the kids to help out, then she probably have a more understanding as to where you're coming from and give you more slack as to when you have to be home right after school.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, that sounds good. Like, if I get a job that takes us, like, so we're back at the application
Yeah.
and, like, trying to figure that out.
Yeah. So if you talk to her and just say, like, I'm interested in these places that
That's a lot of talking. I'm quiet. I don't want to talk like that much.
Well, I do understand that. I do understand that it is a lot of talking, but it is, I would say that it's one way of kind of stepping out and kind of getting used to talking to more people. I know that that we offer different classes that'll help in different individual counseling, so you could probably talk to someone that will also help you set goals as to, like, how many people you're going to talk to, or kind of just like taking it step by step so you could sort of come out of your shell and not be so quiet anymore. And it'll also help when it comes to applying for jobs and when you go in for interviews and all the things that involve jobs.
Okay.
All right, so would you say that what would you say one of your goals would be, besides, you said that you'd be willing to talk to your aunt about getting a job. Would you have any other goals that you want to add?
I don't know how to apply for college. Like, I think about it, but, like, I don't know anybody who went to college. Like, how do I apply for college?
Okay, so
Or how do I pick a college?
Well, I know for picking colleges, it's probably one of the more difficult things. I know you have to narrow down kind of what it is that you want to study and where it is that you want to go to. But
I really like gardening. Like, what about a farmer? Do farmers go to college?
They can go to college. I know there's some colleges that have a that are focused on agricultural, agriculture and just like the environment and working outside, if that's something that sparks your interest. I know there's always different college fairs that are going on, I know there's some that go on at high schools or at different like rec centers that they'll have different colleges from across the country, and they'll give you kind of like a whole spiel about what their college focuses on, how you could apply. I know that colleges always have like different advisors that you're able to you could email them so you don't have to talk on the phone, and they could help you apply for college. And I know you could also talk to a high school counselor or maybe a teacher that you're close with to see if they're able to help you throughout either picking a college or just trying to figure out what best.
So if I pick a college, then what do I do?
So once you pick a college, then you could start doing the application online.
Another application?
Yeah, so are you saying like once you pick a college that you've already applied to, or that you know you want to go there?
I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.
So would you say, I would say once you pick a college that you know you want to go to and want to apply to, then I would say that you could talk to either your counselor, or you could talk to a teacher that you're close to, and see if they're able to help you with going through the application process. Then when it comes to actually turning in all your applications for college, you could probably just do some self-searching and just actually really think about where you feel that you'd be most comfortable and where you feel that college would be your home away from home, sort of thing.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, or did you understand all that I was trying to say?
It just sounds like, yeah, I got it.
Are you sure? I mean,
No, I got it.
Okay. All right. So now that I went over like the whole kind of college application process, would you say that you'd also be willing to look into applying, or at least picking colleges that you're interested in as a goal?
So how do I start picking? Like, do I I mean, there's a college here, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a college here, so you could go to probably the student union or the office of administration and just probably just pick up a pamphlet or just talk to one of the administrators there and see.
Which one?
You could talk to probably the dean of students, or you could talk to one of the director heads for a program that you're interested in, and they could sort of give you a background as to what the program is about, and it just sort of give you like a whole outlook onto that specific program.
Can I take the kids with me?
You could take the kids with you, and then there's probably also, I know here we offer different child care services, so we could take care of your kids while you go out and do what you need to do in order to make sure that you're getting the full experience as to what they're trying to tell you and not worrying about what your kids are doing. So we'd be willing to babysit your kids while you're out trying to find.
I'll have to ask my aunt if she's okay with that.
Okay. Well, I mean, if your aunt is okay with it, then the services are available if need be. So if you ever do need those services, then you're always able to reach out to them. You could always call the office and just ask about the different services that are offered.
Okay.
Now would you say that you have somewhat of a mindset of like what it is that you want to kind of do, or kind of like what your first step is going to be?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I need to get a job application, and then I need to pick a college.
Mm-hmm. All right. So those sound like two pretty good goals to like start off with. It'll give you kind of like a head start as to what you want to do. It'll give you some time to just try and think about like where you want to apply for a job, what program you might be interested in for college, and then I think those are two pretty set goals as to what you want to do.
Okay.
Do you feel like those are set goals, or do you think you could add something else to it?
I feel like it's a lot, like, and I feel really nervous about it, about picking up the application and going to the school. Like,
being nervous about it, I understand that, but I feel like it's just something that you need to, I guess, kind of face. I mean, it's all a part of the process of growing up. Growing up is always going to be full of like something that you're nervous about, but being nervous about it, I feel like it's okay to be nervous about it, and just going to pick up an application, it already shows the people who you're picking up an application from. It shows that you're taking initiative to walk in and say, hey, I want to get a job. Like, you get to meet one or two of the workers that'll help you give you the application, so it'll sort of introduce you to that, and so it'll also kind of open up a window or a door as to what your job is going to be.
okay.
Does that sort of help, or is there any other clarification?
No, it helps. I mean, you're right. I want to get an apartment, and I want to be on my own. Like, maybe I could try.
Okay. All right. So, aside from that, do you have anything else that you want to add on to your goals, or would you?
No.
No, nothing else.
Mm-mm.
All right. So to go over what we said, for your goals, you said you want to go and get a job and get a job application. You want to start looking into colleges or what colleges you might be interested in, and that you'd also want to talk to your aunt about seeing if she could give you more free time while you look for a job and look into colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Alright, so then I think what we could do for our next meeting, then we could just go over and see where you're at in the whole picking a job or like picking an application and for college too, and just seeing where you're at, and then if there's anything else that we could help you with, then we'd be more than happy to help you with that for the next time we meet.
Okay,
Alright,
thank you.
thank you.